Hello world, Great Giza Pyramid and the case of the missing capstone. Well, first off, people like to think that this, the Great Giza Pyramid, the one with the funky internal structure, is the one that's missing a capstone. But let me tell you that the area on top of here is 11.7 meters by 11.8 meters. Basically 38 feet by 38 feet. So that is a very large area. If there was a capstone on there, it would be huge. Not only that, but if you physically look at that, and this was easy before people actually had pictures of the top of the structure, but if you look at that, you notice there's a pattern to it. I call it Caitlin's Rock Garden. I call it that for a reason. We can get to that later. But it has a lowered area and a raised area. You can even see that the lowered area, the pool area, actually cuts through some of the rocks. Some of the rocks are molded to actually be shaped so they compensate for the pool. So that is not something that is a mistake. And it's not something that would be holding a capstone centered in the center of it. That shape has a specific thing, and if you pay attention to Carl Monk and the Pyramid Matrix and his book, The Code, and his videos, you can get a feel for what it says. And you want to play Mensa games, you can help me decode it. This structure, you maybe could talk me into having a top. And by the way, this picture is a horrible, this one is a horrible representation of this because it doesn't have anything like that. They love to plant things into your mind that fit their idea. But you can see this even has a tongue and groove type configuration, just as this does. And there's a gentleman in Japan that recently was able to play with that and actually confirm it, I should really say, not determine it. This one you can visually see it here. So it was the same construction on at least these two structures. This one comes up to a nice set of 4 blocks. You know, it's a nice, it's a perfect tip. And that's because this one is the ground, the neutral of the system, just like the way we have energy today. This one would collect the energy, hence the reason it didn't have the top. The annoying thing that the antenna right there is designed to relieve that annoying static electricity which would build up on the surface of the structure if that antenna were to be removed today. Anyway, like a big Van de Graaff generator sitting there. And this one's shorted to the upper atmosphere, the ether above, the ambient energy at that level. So that is your system. You know, you can look at it as positive, negative, and ground, you know, however you want. But that's there's your missing capstone.